sitting here out of place, on the fence, on the ranch. Don't know if this is my home. I feel like I don't belong. My horse is my only friend. My fur color has made me an outsider. My ma and pa love my normal brother better. Can he do what I can? Can he feel what I can? I'm alone, alone in my home. Fate steps in and takes my paw. Everything is about to change. Oh God, how things are about to change.
The Unwanted One Part 11. Pictures by WappaLou. Written by the Furry Sith Lord. Katanos and Chase ran to the wolf house and were breathing heavily when Rebecca came outside. "Where have you two been?" she asked angrily. Katanos looked at Chase, then replied because his brother was too busy catching his breath. "Some idiot got us tied up in some nonsense," Katanos said, but Chase let the comment pass. "Rick is waiting in the barn. Folks are starting to arrive for the meeting and you two disappear. Where are your shirts?" she asked. "They got snagged on a fence and we left them because we couldn't get them free," Chase lied as he finally started breathing normally again. "I'll get you a couple of Ricks, then you both scoot over to the barn as fast as you can," she ordered as she went inside and returned a few minutes later with a button-down flannel shirt for each of them. They quickly dressed and ran to the barn. Inside was packed as what seemed like everyone from the county had shown up. Even the sheriff stood in the back watching everyone. He was an old hound dog that had long ears that hung down on the sides of his head. He looked like he was bored, but he could see what everyone in the room was doing. Rick saw them enter and he recognized his shirts they wore. He glanced at his wife, then called the meeting to order. "You all know why we're here tonight. These boys are asking for our help. So, let's hear them out," Rick said and motioned for Katanos to address the room. Chase was going to step forward, but a cautionary look from Rick made him keep silent as he moved out of his brother's way. "Our parents were murdered by the mafia boss named Moss," Katanos started, and there were several gasps from the women in the room. "Our pa borrowed money, but they murdered him to steal our ranch," Katanos explained. Chase stepped forward as there were murmurs from the crowd as they were talking about what was said. "You know me," Chase said. "My pa took their money to pay for my school, and what no one knows is that I dropped out. The classes were too tough for me. I collected the money and came home to pay my pa back. They didn't care about the money, they just wanted to murder and rob my parents. Please help us," Chase said, and this brought more discussions among the neighbors. "You were dropping out?" Katanos whispered to his brother. Chase shrugged. Before he replied, "I couldn't take it. I was able to get all the money back. We could have paid pa back every last cent. I didn't know. I swear by my own tail that had I known he borrowed the money I would have given it to him months ago. It's all my fault." Katanos started to rub Chase's back as his brother began to cry. A second later he hugged his brother as he cried softly. The crowd watched with rapt attention, and this brought a new round of murmurs. Rick stepped up to address the group. "So, I guess the question is, will you join us in trying to help them get peace and recover their ma and pa's bodies so they can get a proper burial and not be left out to be crow food?" Rick asked. The group had mixed results as some of the families had their hearts going out to the hurting brothers and others did not want to get involved. In the end, they had gathered 12 furs to join as they planned how to raid the ranch and get rid of the mafia goons. "Thank you," Katanos said bashfully, and he held his brother as he led him to a haystack to sit down. "I think we need to talk," Chase said softly. Rick let them go as he unrolled a map on the table that had plans of the ranch. He and the others began to think of plans to find the best way to raid the button furs, a slang for mafia soldiers or hench furs. This ends Part 11. We hope you enjoyed it. See you next time.
Fate steps in and takes my part. Everything is about about to change. Oh God, how things are about to change. Oh God, how things are about to change.